Hey, it's your girl, Coach Sylvia. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today is Pray For You Tuesday, but we're going to do Let's Talk About It Tuesday. Is that all right? Let's talk about it Tuesday. But before we get started, what I'm going to ask you to do, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification button so you can know when I'm on. Chain Breaker Men, come on and link up. Chain Breaker Girls and Pearls, come on and link up. We have something to talk about. And the topic today is, why do we wear relationships like too little clothes, too little shoes? Yes, that's the topic. Why do we wear relationships like too little clothes, too little shoes? Right? Okay, let's think about it. You know, when you have gained weight and then it's your favorite pair of jeans and you no longer could fit them, or it's your favorite pair of heels or tennis shoes, whatever you wish, and you no longer could fit them. But you try to force your body in those jeans. You try to force your feet in those too little shoes, and your little toes just barking and they are crumbled in them shoes. But we keep trying. We keep trying to force ourselves in those favorite jeans, in those too little shoes, because that was a place that we used to be and we familiar with that place. Well, that is what the Lord is saying to us today. He says someone's trying to force relationships to fit and they no longer fit. You know how you be calling them, you be texting, and you just keep trying and they pay you no attention. They may respond late, they may respond dry, and you may not get a response or a call at all. And think about it. If you have left a relationship before, there's a reason why the relationship has expired, right? Could it be that the relationship was toxic for you? Could it be that it was wear and tear on you, like some of our clothes? We wear and tear. We have been wearing them for so long that they all stretched out of shape. The shoes got holes in it, though the shoes, the leather on it is wrinkled up because it's old. But we still trying to force ourselves in those shoes or those clothes. And God is saying we're doing the same thing with relationships. Could it be that you have outgrown the relationship? And God is saying, don't go back to that place. I allowed their relationship to expire for a reason. It no longer fit you for a reason. It doesn't fit well on you no more. You know when clothes don't fit well on you, it's all tight. You about to bust out of it. Some of us do bust out of the clothes and we still try to make it fit right. Or the shoes become a hole in it, or something is tore up because we trying to make it fit. We trying to force it and it no longer fit. But some of us is doing our relationships like that. God's saying, don't look back because it don't look right on you. It is too tight. You busting out of your clothes. You're busting out everywhere. It's embarrassing. It will cause your feelings to be hurt. Yeah. If you out in the opening, you knew you had it on. When you had it on, it was too tight, it was too little. But you force yourself in, and now that you got a hold in your coworker, somebody see it, now you're embarrassed. Then if somebody talk about you, now your feelings hurt. But you caused that on yourself. You allowed yourself to get into something that you no longer fit in. And that is what God is saying with these relationships. We go back to relationships that we no longer fit in. And then when they say something that we don't like, or then when they don't respond, then we feel in some type of way. Our feelings is hurt. We want to go back and we want to say something and this. And God like, don't go back. You have outgrown that place. It's okay. There's a reason why I have pushed you to another place, because you outgrown it, right? So today, don't go back to the place. Don't allow the enemy to make you go back to places that God has grown you from, all right? Could it be that, or have you noticed, when you have left those relationships, you start flourishing, you start maturing, you start growing progressively, you start exceeding. Why? Because you left a place that you no longer fit anymore. You did not try to force it no more. So God was like, I have sent you to a place that you can grow. And it's okay. Make room for the new place, because I will send someone and I will send things to replace the things that you thought that you lost. Anytime you have lost something, God will replace it. He will replace it. He will replace whatever you need. And I'm reminded about Paul. Well, during this time, Saul. I'm reminded about Saul. When Saul and David, they was kings, but the people chose Saul. The people chose Saul because they was in a desperate need of something. Some of us choose relationships because we are desperate in life, or because that is our blood, or because we have long history with the people. So we choose something that we are familiar with. And the reason why Saul wasn't God's choice, because he did not obey God. So God rejected him. Could it be that you are being rejected from the people that you want in your life because those are not the people that God has called to be in your life? I'm even thought about Cain and Abel. Me and my god sister was talking about something. She said, I told them Cain killed Abel. So it doesn't matter if you blood. You be so worried about your haters. You need to worry about your blood too. Just because it's your blood, that doesn't mean that they supposed to be in your life in that way. You can love them. You can be cordial. You can know how to act around them. You can know how to act accordingly. But you have to know who's supposed to be in your life, who fits in your life. Don't force anybody to be in your life that don't supposed to be in your life, because they will cause destruction. They will mess up the thing that God has going for your life and that God has called you to do. Remember how I always say that it's really not for you. It is for the people that is assigned and who is attached for your life. So remember, when you try to force a relationship that does not fit, you are stopping the process of somebody else coming in and learning and growing and getting the knowledge that you may have for them. But if you choose to go forward, you cause yourself, or you put yourself in a position to help somebody else to grow, so they will know that don't force nothing that don't fit, for them to move forward in grace and in life. All right. What else I wanted to say? Let's go back to Saul. That's in 1 Samuel 13, 12 and 13. When Saul was rejected because of his disobedience, and although the people chose them, God still was like, I'm going to send somebody else. I'm going to send a replacement. I'm going to send David, because David is after my own heart. So when you get in right position, God will send somebody after your heart who will love you, who will care for you, who will do for you, who will honor you, who will value you. When you get yourself in right position, that you're no longer trying to pull relationships that you're forcing or you trying to make fit. So when we in a place of where we trying to keep people in our life, God like, no, I'm looking at the bigger picture. I'm looking at the totality of things. I'm looking at, no, I need you to get away from that place because I have something bigger, and I need you to go grab such and such and such and such and such and such, because you're going to change their life, because they're going to see the growth, and they're going to see that you didn't need such and such for you to excel in life. All right. So always, again, know that when you are going through something, it is to help somebody else. Right. So while we thinking we supposed to keep or stay in a relationship, God is saying, no, let them go. I'm allowing them to reject you. Let them stop talking to you. Let them do whatever they want to do. Let them act like they don't know you, because I always have a replacement. And if you just think about it, whatever you have lost, God has sent something or someone to fulfill the void. So you can keep prospering and you can keep doing the great things in the earth. So when God chose David, God knew that David was anointed and appointed for that time, and that David was going to listen and he was going to obey God's instructions for his people. So when you get in line and when you stop trying to make relationships fit, and when you try to stop forcing relationships to fit, God is saying, I have somebody in place that will help push you to the next level in your life. So that's all I wanted to say, just as simple. Stop making relationships that no longer fit. Stop wearing them like they too little clothes and too little shoes, because they don't look good on you. I want you to look good when you step out the house. I want you mentally good when you step out the house. So when you step out the house, mentally you look good. On the outside, you look good. And you're not worrying about who's supposed to be in your life, because you know who God has placed in your life. All right? That's all. Stop wearing relationships like too little clothes, too little shoes. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.